right. So ready to climb on the back of a turtle.
A giant turtle.
Yeah, giant turtle. Carrying 4 elephants and a whole world. We're diving into Discworld.
Yes.
The Discworld.
The disc.
Yeah. Specifically Terry Pratchett's Mort. And we're talking life, death, everything in between.
Indeed.
And, with Pratchett, there's a lot of that in between.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Mort is actually, I think, a really great place to jump onto the Discworld, even if you've never been there before.
I think so, too.
Uh,
Even for a deep dive. It's a good one.
it is a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. So Mort, this awkward teenager, not really cut out for the family business
Yeah.
of pig farming. How does he end up Death's apprentice?
Well, I mean, it's kind of the roundabout way.
Yeah.
He's not really doing well at the family business, as you say.
Wow.
And his dad takes him to the local hiring fair,
Right.
thinking, maybe somebody will want him
Yeah.
because we certainly don't. And so Death shows up at midnight because that's the only time he could make it.
That's a good point.
Yeah, and he needs an apprentice because he's getting on in years.
Right. Wait, Death's getting old?
Well, no, not really.
He's Death. Right.
It's more of like a manner of speaking.
Ah, I see.
Because he's anthropomorphic.
Yeah.
He's
Like us.
right, so he's taking on some of the qualities of his customers, you could say.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
So, this whole story it's kind of like,
out there.
it is out there, but Pratchett uses it to make these really smart points about life and death.
Yeah, and I think one of the smartest things that he does is he picks Mort for this job
Oh, really? Why is that?
because Mort's so normal.
Well, he is a little awkward.
He's a
but-
little awkward, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's a very relatable character, I think, for most people.
Insecure.
Yeah, I think a lot of us feel that way sometimes, making mistakes, unsure of himself,
Totally.
but at the same time, really wants to do the right thing. So he makes a great foil to Death, who is,
All powerful, been around forever.
right, has been around forever and seen it all,
Yeah.
but maybe doesn't understand it all
Right.
because he is detached.
So that must be where the humor comes in.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
because you've got this incredibly powerful figure
Mhm.
who's also a little bit clueless,
Right.
trying to figure out what it means to be human.
Yeah. What's your favorite example of that?
Oh, well, so many. I love, I think it's early on in the book, he tries curry for the first time.
Oh yeah.
And he has this like,
He's like on fire.
yeah, he's like, he's sweating, he's turning red. And Mort's like, are you all right?
Is that normal?
Yeah, is that normal?
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's very funny. Or when he tries to drink.
They can't get drunk. Oh.
You get drunk, yeah.
It goes right through him.
Right through him, yeah.
That's classic Pratchett.
It is. But what's great is that through these kind of silly situations, Pratchett's able to explore some really, really deep themes.
Oh, totally. So, Mort and Death, the bumbling apprentice, the powerful being
Right.
who's learning about humans.
Yeah.
But their relationship, it grows.
Right, it really does. Yeah. It ends up being this really interesting kind of father-son.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, father-son dynamic, you
Yeah.
know. Death is this eternal being who suddenly finds himself in a kind of paternal role.
He's got to teach Mort the ropes.
Yeah.
The ropes of death.
Right, and not just about death, but about life.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the beautiful things about the book is that through Mort, Death starts to understand the value of things like empathy.
He learns a lot from Mort.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. Compassion.
Yeah.
Even humor.
Right. And then there's Wizabelle, Death's adopted daughter.
Oh, she's great.
She's fantastic. So much more than just, the love interest for Mort.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
She's very smart, very independent. She's got her own way of looking at things.
She challenges Mort.
Oh, she does.
Yeah.
At first, their relationship is all they do is bicker.
Right.
But as they kind of go through all this craziness together, they start to, there's a real connection there.
Yeah.
It's really sweet and also very, very awkward.
Very awkward, very Pratchett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But through those characters and their relationships, Pratchett's able to get into some really, really big ideas.
Free will and fate, destiny,
Right.
things like that.
And one of the best examples of that is when Mort tries to, mess with destiny a little bit.
With Princess Keeley. Right.
Right, Princess Keeley.
Yeah.
He's supposed to, take her life because it's her time.
Right.
But he thinks, oh, I can't do this. She's too young. She's too beautiful. So
It's a different choice.
he makes a different choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, everything goes haywire.
Which is what makes that a really pivotal moment in the story.
Oh, absolutely. it makes you think about, well, what are the consequences of our choices? Even when we're trying to do the right thing.
Even with good intentions, sometimes things go sideways.
Yeah.
And what I love about Pratchett is he doesn't give you easy answers.
No.
He makes you think for yourself. He gives you all these crazy situations, these funny characters.
Right.
He makes you laugh, but then you're like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
There's something else going on here.
There's a lot more to it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Pratchett's books have resonated with so many people for so long.
He's funny.
He is funny.
But he's smart.
But very, very smart. Makes
Yeah.
you think.
Makes you think. So I've got a question for you.
Okay.
And for all of our listeners out there. If you could be Death's apprentice for a day,
Oh, wow.
what do you think you would learn? About life, about death, about yourself.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we'll leave you with that. And of course, to see how Mort handles his rather unusual apprenticeship.
Yeah.
Pick up Mort and dive into Discworld.
It's worth it.
It really is.